Well, here we have the Generation 20 systems for the back of the Coogee chemical trucks. It's now wired up, as you can see, with the power supply there. The water is now filled. You can see from the little level on this level on the side of the tanks there. Right now it's half filled. We'll be adding the potassium hydroxide very soon to get the system powered up. What else can I say? Nothing much at all. Give us a call if you can on 040 317 7183 or my email glnox11@live.com. The system is two Generation 20 systems in the back of a Coogee chemical truck. It's a 15 litre Cummins powered Kenworth truck used for towing goods around Western Australia. Again, the system can be locked up in the stainless steel tank. The stainless steel tank also is mounted on the back of a bracket there. You can see quite clearly it's got good rubber shock mounts on the back of it also, make it stronger, make it more resistant to bouncing around in the rough terrain down to the mine sites. We have the liquid coming out of this tank here going back to the cells, back to the two tanks there, and liquid returning from the tanks through this pipe here going through the pump to the base of the cells, where the water is then forced through by pressure through the cells before collecting up the hydrogen gas and recycling. So the hydrogen gas goes back from here, back into the cells, back into the tanks, and then is recycled back to the cells again. The hydrogen gas is at the top of the tanks here, and is then collected by this tube I'm pointing to now, and then comes here back down through the tube, down through the metal braided tube into the intake manifold. We have two refilling taps, or two refilling caps I should say, on top of the cells here. This tube is simply to equalise the pressure on both tanks, so therefore gas can't collect or be stored in one tank only. The gas must be collected and then passed into the engine. There we have the air filters for the intake manifold, and there we have the intake manifold also, and this of course the exhaust. Very, very secure system. I'm doing this, refilling this tank with special gloves, of course, because potassium hydroxide is quite a toxic chemical and not the best to have on your hands. So everything has to be done according to safety regulations. I can be contacted on glnox11@live.com or glnox@dodo.com.au or my webpage www.hydrogenfuelsystems.com.au. We're getting closer and closer now to powering up. There's my system, or two Generation 20 systems. Now the power supply for this, getting down here and showing you, the power supply is inside the box on the side of the unit here. Two switches, two power supplies, 2 ammeters to turn the cells off and on individually. We have electronic fuel enhancer device, which you can see just there, just seeing the bad lighting. And the whole unit's mounted on the side of a Kenworth truck run by Coogee Chemicals. This unit will be powered up in the next few minutes. It's the next number 4 being the 4th truck being assembled. I can be contacted on 040 317 7183. By the way, the power supply, you can actually monitor the amount of current flowing by having 2 gauges in the top of the cabin there, as well as having 2 gauges in the power supply box here. So the driver has a good awareness of how much gas is being used. The master switch located here turns the hydrogen on, turns the hydrogen systems on and off. Okay, Kenworth truck, Coogee Chemicals. This truck is towing, this one's carrying two containers of potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide to the mine sites. Driving out this afternoon. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.